Alright, thanks. Just choking off, choking. Hey, you were? Yeah. Chill out.
This is the unboxing from the Wandfu H3. This is the speaker microphone, completely compatible with Zello. And before we go into details, let's just start with the unboxing. Okay, this is how the box comes. Well designed, nice packing, I must say. Very strong box. And on the front it has all the necessary information about the Bluetooth PTT microphone for walkie-talkie. And yeah, we get some information on the side regarding the compatibility with Bluetooth two-way radios, walkie-talkie applications, telecom, music, etc., GPS. This is the brand name. And on the other side, again, we have the information. This is just some more technical information regarding the frequency and stuff like that, the range, which is about 10 meters, the working and standby time that you can get out of it, etc., etc. And then it has actually the information about what all the buttons do on the microphone. As you can see, it's built by Delking. You can go to their website, and it's sold as the H3 under the brand name of Wandfu. Now this one I got off from eBay, and if you want to know where I got it, I paid it about $69.90. I think it was 62 euros because, you know, I'm living in Europe. And there we go. So what we get in the box, now I'll open it for you, is the microphone, the actual microphone, as you can see right here. We get the manual over here, and it gives some details about the product itself. So there you go. And also some technical information. There you go. So I'm just going over it very quickly, and then finally we get the device itself in the second layer. And this is the microphone, and then we have also with the microphone, of course, the charging cable. Now this is a proprietary charging cable, and it came with a power adapter with a Chinese connector here, or Chinese plug. Maybe I should have asked the guy to send also a plug to make it compatible like this with the European connectors here, or plugs. So it's not a big deal, because, you know, I've got a lot of these USB charging adapters around, so I'll probably use another one. And yeah, this is something that is important. It's a proprietary cable, so this is one of the negative points, but I'll go over it in a few moments. And then finally you get the device by itself. So this is how it looks like. I'll take a little close-up so you can see how it looks like. And it's pretty solid, I must say. The build is good. The clip is strong, so I get a quite good strong clip on the back. And yeah, it's pretty solid, that's for sure. It can fall on the ground, and it will certainly resist rough handling, I would say. These are the buttons, as you can see on the box itself. It explains what are the buttons for. Here is the microphone. Here is the PTT button is right here. You get an LED over here. You get also the power button right here. And this is pretty weird. The volume down button points. I was always confused first time I was using this speaker microphone, because I thought this is the volume up button, but it's the volume down button. This is the volume up. Probably some Chinese had a big drink before he was designing this, because this looks more like an arrow that goes up, and this looks more like an arrow that goes down, but it's not correct. So this is down, this is up. And finally, at the bottom you have the connectors, and this is where you stick in the proprietary cable. This is for the charging cable. Now it's a little bit confusing because the charging cable could be plugged into the earpiece 3.5 earpiece cable as well, although probably it won't connect because this is a 2.5 millimeter jack, and this one here is a 3.5 millimeter jack. But you know, you never know, that you might just by accidentally plugging it into the secondary earphone jack, you might maybe just, you know, put some current in the system and maybe burn down the device. So just be careful with that whenever you buy this particular speaker microphone. Now let me just go over it regarding the quality of the device and how it looks like. As I said, it's pretty solid. It's a very soft button here, a little bit different from what I have with my let me just get that one, with my Savox here. My Savox, this is the Savox, is much stiffer. Although it has been used, I've been using this device now for about a year and a half, and I'll also compare both of them. Now, to start from, the device itself is pretty well solid built. The clip is strong, so I think it's good to know that you get a strong clip. It will definitely not get off your belt for sure, just like that. It's the same with the Savox. On the other hand, what I also found is that the buttons here are, you know, because they're positioned over here, you might just, you know, push it down somewhere, or also this one because it's a soft PTT key. But I prefer the soft PTT key than the hard PTT key that I get from my Savox, to be honest with you. The Savox is pretty stiff. Savox, I bought it, what was it again? I think it's $160, so that's very expensive. You get actually almost 3 of these devices for this device over here, so definitely recommend the Wandfu. Now I'll go over a couple of other things. One thing I don't like, as I told you before, is the proprietary cable. So why I don't like it, it's a 2.5 millimeter jack that connects the device and charges it up. And why I don't like proprietary cables is because, you know, you might just run out of battery, and when you run out of battery, you finally end up having a flat battery and not having your cable with you, so you're unable to charge your device. And you know, if this would have been a regular micro USB jack, you know, you can get anywhere these micro USB jacks, so that would be good. But unfortunately, they have their proprietary jack over here. Now that's one thing. Another thing I would like to explain to you is how to hook it up to your smartphone. And I haven't prepared anything, so I've taken the smartphone of my mom, and I'm gonna see if we can use this one here to actually hook it up with each other, and that's what I'm gonna do right now. So what you need to do, of course, is to go into pairing mode. Now, if you want to go into pairing mode, it's the same system with the Savox. You just have to push like about 10 seconds, so it's going to turn on, and you have to continue to push it down, and finally you end up going into pairing mode. You can see that from the LED here, it flashes red and blue, and that means that the device is currently in pairing mode. Now let me just go over it on the device of my mom. This is just a 4.2.2. Oh yeah, something very important. If you want to use one of these PTT Bluetooth speaker microphones, just be aware not to have a device which is 4.2 Android, 4.2 or lower. So this one is compatible with Android. It seems to be that it's also compatible with iPhone. I've tested out on iPhone, but this is a as far as I know, it's 100% compatible with Android. But just be aware that you should have Android 4.2.2 or above. Even 4.3 would be okay. I'm not sure. I'm not sure, and I cannot guarantee you that this is going to work with a Android 4.2 or 4.2.2. Now 4.2.2 will be better, but I'm pretty sure it will be compatible with any Android device with Android 4.3 and everything that is above. What happens when you hook it up to a Android 4.2 or lower? Well, when you PTT, it's going to work, but the audio stream stops after 10 seconds or 5 seconds, and I have found this out. I found this out with a couple of devices that have this problem. So if you want to be sure before buying one of these, be sure that you have Android 4.2.2 or preferably 4.3 and above on your phone, and then you're pretty sure that this is going to work out. Now, as you see, it's still in pairing mode. I hope I'm going to be in time to do it. So I'm going to open the configuration here. Oh yeah, this is in Dutch. So let me just go. It's pretty straightforward. You go to the Bluetooth over here. I'm turning it on, and I'm going to the Bluetooth. And what you need to do is to search for your devices. That's what he's doing right now. And normally you should be able to hook it up. Let's see what happens. There you go. And now you can see the Delking PTT. Not sure if you can hear it. Okay, there's a little bit of a noise that I don't have with the Savox here. It's some kind of a, I would say, interference that happens. So, but now it's connected. And this is a little bit different from with the Savox. If I've got the Savox hooked up to this device, I can only make it work if I go into Zello and point in Zello itself in the configuration let me just go back into the configuration itself. You need to go to push to talk, and you need to actually tell which is the device that is but not with the Wandfu. You don't have to do that. You just hook it up and it works. It works straight away with the Zello. So there you go. Let me just go into Echo User, and I can select the Bluetooth. As you can see, you need to select the Bluetooth here. So there you go. Okay, that's here. There you are. And the only thing you need to do now is to PTT. So there you go. 1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3.
So there you go. This seems to work. It's not necessary like the other devices I had. I had the Rexon BT155. I had the Savox BTR155. And this one, you don't have to do anything in Zello. It just works straight away, which is a bonus. So not too bad. Now, let me just go over a couple of other things regarding the build. So yeah, I had to stop. So let me go over the ergonomy. It really feels very well in the hand. As you can see, it's very easy. It's really well built. I think it's even better than the Savox, where you have the PTT key. Now the Savox, I'm sorry, this one has been used for quite some time now. So this has been my main device for about 1.5 years. So I've been using this device for a long time. And yeah, let me just go over the thing about the Wandfu, which is pretty interesting regarding the audio up and down buttons. I'm not sure if you can hear it. There's a slight beep. This is when we are at the maximum. And the steps that you get when going up and down with the volume button is a little bit more accurate. So this one does make pretty huge steps, but if you look on the phone, normally it should display the, yeah, there you go. as you can see, the steps are pretty small. So now you can also long push, and it's gonna, increase and decrease the volume as well, as you can see, just by pushing longer on the buttons. Now, one thing I also noticed, and this is not the case with the Savox, is that there is a little beep that comes in front when you push the talk. So there you go. Did you hear that? It says. Okay. So yeah, one thing I need to point out, why is it important and easy to get these speaker microphones? The main reason why you should use these speaker microphones with Zello is that you don't have to have the screen turned on. So as you can see, I'm in the Echo user right now, so everything that is streamed into the system is going to be just echoed back to me, and I can turn off my screen and I can go ahead. And I'm waiting. There you go, 1, 2, 3.
There you go, 1, 2, 3.
Now, as you can see, I've put it on the loudest level. The speaker is really at the highest audio level. The quality is amazing. I am really, really surprised about the quality of the speaker. For its price, it's definitely worth it. So definitely interesting device here. And I can certainly recommend this speaker microphone to everybody. Now, also, as you can see, the PTT is very soft. Okay, so as you see, I need to wait until I hear that little beep. So it's pretty handy to configure that beep in Zello.
Okay, so as you see, I need to wait until I hear that little beep. So it's pretty handy to configure that beep in Zello.
Okay, so let me just come over regarding these beeps there. This is something you should do if you start to use one of these speaker microphones. You need to go to the alerts, and you better turn on, because by default it's not done. But you better where is it? I think it's the talk button up that you need to enable. It's not done automatically. So the incoming message, I don't have that one turned on. End of incoming message, it's the default, So, but I turned on the volume, alerts volume, to the maximum as well. So you really hear when you're really keying up. So let me just turn off, let me let the screen turn on. So okay, 1, 2.
Okay, 1, 2.
So it's really good. I'm really surprised about the quality and the device itself. Now, how does it compare to the Savox? And which are the things that I like about the Savox that I don't like about the Wandfu? First of all, the Savox is just, the audio quality is a little less bassy. So for some people, it might be better to have less bass with the Savox. Now, I prefer the Wandfu. My brother, he prefers the Savox. On the audio quality that I get when I'm transmitting, it's more or less the same. I've been talking with people all over, friends all over Zello, and they don't really seem to notice a real difference between both devices. So they seem to have the same audio report for both devices. One thing I don't like about the Wandfu, as I told you before, is the proprietary power jack or recharging jack or charging plug. One thing that I need to point you out is when you stick this one in, the device turns off. Now it's not, it's not connected to a charging cable right now, but when you stick it in, you better just don't use the device when it's charging. It's pretty weird, but yeah, it seems to turn off the speaker microphone for some kind of an obscure reason. So you preferably don't charge and don't use the speaker microphone together. So that's one thing I can say. Another thing I noticed with this one, And I think this is a problem with this particular device, because I've been talking to other people having this device and they don't seem to have this issue. Is that when I've got the audio turned on a specific level, like maybe half of it, 50%, and I start to receive, it starts to increase gradually the audio output from the speaker to the maximum level, so I need to adjust it. But when I adjust it, the next time I'm keying up, I don't hear anything, so I need to adjust it up again. I don't know what this is all about. If you have this issue, let me know. So thumbs up for Wandfu. I really appreciate this device. I can certainly recommend it to everybody. And as I told you, it's going to make your life so much easier. You don't have to have your screen turned on. That's the first thing. Second thing, you're going to save some battery on your smartphone because your screen is turned off continuously. As you probably know, when you're using Zello, you always have to have your PTT key on your screen, and this, forces you to have your screen turned on all the time. This is not the case with the speaker microphone, so this is why these devices, they come in very, very handy. Okay, now a couple of more things that I need to add to the device of the Wandfu. Comparing to each other with the Savox and the Wandfu, regarding battery life and autonomy, the Wandfu has a longer autonomy. So the Wandfu, I will get about 2 days and a half out of the Wandfu, so about 2 days of talking and standby, full 48 hours. With the Savox, I'll get about a day and a half. I don't have the Rexon anymore. I gave it away to a friend in Australia. Unfortunately, the Rexon broke down about a week after he has been using it. So I don't know what is the reason. So I'm very surprised about that. Regarding the Wandfu itself and the reach, I get a better reach with the Wandfu than the Savox. This is about 10 meters reach. The operation range here says 10 meters, but I get about 15 to 20 meters out of this one over here, which is pretty neat. So, the audio quality, I would say, it's a little bit more bassy. It's a little bit louder with the Wandfu than the Savox. So thumbs up for the Wandfu for sure. So I really love this device. Unfortunately, that little issue that I have, that the audio increases, is really ruining it a little bit. But yeah, we'll see what happens. I'm still in contact with the tech guys over there, trying to find out what's the reason. But let us know if you like this video. Put your thumbs up, and thank you for watching the video.